Hey everybody, it's Alan here from Alan's BMX in Wigan, England. Here today to talk to you about one of the most iconic products in the whole of BMX. There are probably a couple of things that kind of spring to mind. One of them obviously Skyway Tough Wheels, but there's another product that is as iconic but yet has a much greater significance and had a much greater impact on BMX technology. And that is, of course, the Redline flight cranks. Legendary. These things changed the game. You've got to realize that back in the late 70s, we only really had two options on cranks for BMX, and that was a one-piece Ashtabula style crank, for which of course the American bottom bracket was invented, or what were really road-derived alloy cranks like Dura Ace, Shimano, Tournai, Suntour, etc. And even when those companies brought out specific BMX alloy cranksets like the Suntour VX, for example, and the Sagino GT, those things weren't really suitable for bigger riders, and I think this was probably because the tracks were developing and the riders were getting older. Your likes of Stu Thompson or Jeff Bottomer, they were 12, 13, and then when they got older and bigger, they had a lot more weight, and therefore the cranks were bending. Either the arms were bending or the spindles were bending, and one-piece cranks, well, we all know you could just bend those things for fun. So anyway, Lynn Kastan at Redline, who'd originally made flat track stuff and motorcycle swing arms, so they had all the technology in Chatsworth there to be able to weld up chromoly stuff and have it heat treated and make it really good. Decided to solve the problem, and solve it he did with the flight crank. So basically, you've got a crank that aesthetically looks like an aluminium forged crank, but it's a tubular chromoly. And if you're watching this and you've got a BMX bike nowadays, street skate park type bike that's got a tubular chromoly crank, you can trace its lineage all the way back to 1980 to this crank, because these guys invented it. So this is my Robinson from 1981. And flight cranks on it, as you can see. These are really early flight cranks without the pinch, and these had 6-spline spindle, threaded loose bottom bottom bracket. They never came with a steel bottom bracket originally. Bob Hadley did some aftermarket ones, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with later. But yeah, they were a loose ball with a threaded threaded spindle. Yeah, and then after this, because there were some issues with the bolt just keeping them tight, and they weren't a very interference fit, so you undo this bolt and these things will slide on and off really easy. Nowadays we know that the 48 spline system that was used by Profile is a much better interference fit and means that you don't have to use a pinch. So most modern cranks that higher end ones use 48 spline spindle nowadays, when they have to use the pinch. The cranks that do have a pinch on them on lower end, well, probably mid-range bikes now really, they're an 8 spline nowadays. So yeah, anyway, so the reason why we're telling you about this is to sell you a product. Can you believe that? So yeah, full transparency there, so here they are, the new 401 series flight cranks. As you know, you've been able to get flight cranks continuously since 1980, and the latest iteration of them are a double pinch, but still related to this. These are Redline Vintage BMX, as it's called now, reissues. But yeah, check out how nice these puppies are. Box, really, really nice, as you can see. Superb attention to detail, as you'd expect. Yeah, beautiful drawing of the crank. No need to worry about which era of sticker you're going to get, because you get the whole goddamn set on a sheet. Really nice, high quality. I could do with a set of these on there, to be honest with you, but there you go. Lifting up the foam. So yeah, there we have it. Ironically, the cranks, as beautiful as they are and as nice as the chroming is, you know, correct spider bolt on the beautiful Redline 175 here, the RBK engraved on it as well. Yeah, they look like they're stamped, and this is engraved. Only 175. There was no need to do a 180 option. I guess we're not racing them nowadays, and if we would be, we'd be using a 175 anyway, wouldn't we? So yeah, that's all in the nice cut foam. The arms are, as you'd expect, beautiful. But for me, the nicest part, if I can get it out, is the spindle. Double dimple, just like the originals. Threaded, 6 spline, really nice. You know, button head bolts on there. Yeah, fantastic. And sprocket, well, Beastie Boys were still going. They wouldn't be wearing a VW badge around the neck. They'd be wearing one of these bad boys, wouldn't they? So yeah, beautiful CNC machined, 44 teeth, of course. 90mm spindle hole, obviously, to only fit this bottom bracket. Now, we've had a few people ask about options for these for Euro. We are looking into that. But I'll come on to the bottom bracket in just a moment. But yeah, really stoked on how those things look. Then we've got the Techmatic bottom bracket, which is Redline proprietary BB that came out a little bit later, again from Redline BMX. So again, as you'd expect, super nice. Got the threaded collars to match up with the threaded spindle. Superb American BB. Comes with the stickers for them as well. There you go, pop them on and you're good to go. And a nice thing about this, sometimes we have some of this reissue stuff and people are a little bit, well, understandably and rightly so, if the sticker's not quite right, you know, it's disappointing. But in this case, the onus is on you. So let's get those stickers on right. There's no need to worry about having someone put them slightly wonky, because you can do it. You can do it yourself. And having the complete set of stickers for the cranks is a really nice touch. Now we have these on allensbmx.com right now. We don't have many sets at all. I'm not making that up. We haven't got many at all. I think currently as I do this video, I think they're currently out of stock in the US, sold out. So get a set of these, and they would really suit any bike from 1980 onwards. So yeah, any race or freestyle bike from that period, long as you've got an American bottom bracket, they come together with this Techmatic set. And as I say, if you've got a Euro BB, like a Torque EK, for example, or one of the other reissue frames, maybe a Skyway TA or something like that, we are looking at an option, so we can supply these and swap these over, and we can offer a Euro BB. But as it stands at the moment, they're a combined kit, because these would only work with this bottom bracket, so it wasn't worth us having the cranks on one hand and then the BBs separately. You know, right now they just come together like this. They weren't a one-off production run as far as I'm aware, so you know there will be some more in the future, but I don't think they plan on, you know, churning these out in the thousands. You know, we're talking hundreds, if that, on these. So yeah, have a look at them. If you search Redline Flight cranks on allensbmx.com, and for more history about the cranks, specifically a little bit about Redline, we do have a blog post on the site as well, so please do check that out. Any comments, put them in the comments section below, and we'll do our best to have a look at them one day. Thank you very much.